Hi folks, how are we doing? Welcome to another video. It's going to be a quick sort of like update, sort of plan for the week, and then just what I'm up to today. Today's already gone to shit. It's, you know, we had big plans, and yeah, just nothing's gone to plan. So anyway, before we get into the video, as always, please like, share, subscribe. Check out my friends in the description box below. If you'd like to support me a little bit more, you can do so on Patreon, or you can have a look at the merchandise store, which is the Teespring store. We have cups, hoodies, bags, all sorts of products and all sorts of different colours. So today's job, I was actually going to crack on rebuilding the carburetors for that SD1 that I've had here for weeks and weeks and weeks and months. I've had them here for a long time, and then we eventually got all the parts together, but then I was busy as well, so I was going to crack on with that. And then so got everything set out, cleaned all my bench up, and then realised I'd left my memory cards for my GoPro and my DSLR at home, so that fucked up. So we've had some lunch. I got Michelle's round on the decking at the minute. She's just finishing off the touches to the cabin and like putting all the door furniture in and stuff like that. I've got to have a look at Michelle's car in a minute because that's been playing up, but she had to do some running around. But I think it's the catalytic converter's fucked on it, so I've got to take that apart, but I can't do it with the exhaust start. So again, you know, I was supposed to do that this afternoon, but she had some running around to do, and now I've got to wait for it to cool down. So currently got this whole benching. Got to give it, but this angle was the wrong way around. That bit was at the top, and then that was at the bottom, and then it's not quite high enough either. So we've had a bit of a move around, had a bit of tidy up, go from the back wall, and then I want the bench to then sort of go here over the compressor. So I need to first, I've cut the top off obviously, need to cut these tabs off, get that welded back on. Then I need to make some extra supports and then some adjustment at the bottom. Oh dear, good times. Right, let's get back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. Yeah, Michelle's just supposed to be fitting door handles and locks and stuff, and then she come round with like a weird look on her face. I got worried. I was like, oh, well, she broke. You know what women are like. Yes. She's not here. I'll get hit when she sees this video. Anyway, yeah. So that was at the top. Obviously, I can't fucking put a piece of wood on that. It did have like wooden slats all the way across, but that's no good for me. So I've hacked it off. Annoyingly, it's been fucking welded all the way around here and all the way around there. So it wasn't just a matter of slicing through and then sort of like knocking it out and then re-welding it. You know, I've had to sort of cut it all off square, and then I'm gonna have to fucking grind most of that off. Luckily, I mean, the bench is actually really solid, as angle iron mostly is. So I've managed to sort of use itself to clamp itself up, so then I can clean it up. I'll take you around here. Michelle's car's already up on the death ramps, so I can have a look at it. Oh, I hate fucking modern cars, I really do. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get this done today, but the problem is it's that fucking bit that I need to take off, which is attached to the turbo, and it's clearly not going to come out of that hole. And then there's massive shit tray underneath. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. It has to be done. So yeah, like I said, you know, sort of plan for the rest of the week as well. Tomorrow we've got to run down the road. I've got to pick up my car because a fucking thing got impounded. It pissed me off, that did. So we've got to go retrieve that. Fucking son. Finish. I've got to build the ramps for the decking as well. Now we've got all the decks sorted and finalised. I've got to build the wheelchair ramps for it. I need to go get some metal for that. And because of the rake that I need, and it's quite shallow, I haven't got, if I had a table saw, I could do a nice scarf cut so it's flat, but I don't, so I'm going to make it out of metal and then sort of put wooden clad on it, so then it all sort of fits in. Plus it'll be a bit stronger as well, be a lot easier and a lot quicker for me. Obviously I'm a metal worker, not a wood worker. So yeah, that's the plan for the week. Probably got a couple of days on the ramps, maybe 3 if I've got time. I'd like to actually start on that Astra because that's still in the other barn. Every time I sort of see him, I'll have a conversation with him and he's just like, okay. But it's one of them. It's his son's car and he's lent him his van and he's got 2 vans, so he's not that worried about it, but on the same token it'd be nice to get it finished, get it out of the way. So I'm going to crack on, get this all cut up and then get it clamped in, ready to weld. Right, I didn't actually get on with anything on the bench. Decided to check the car out, and the cat DPF, whatever you want to fucking call it, same difference, had cooled down enough, so I'd sort of just cracked on with this. But I want to show you why I absolutely fucking detest piece of shit fucking VAG group of vehicles. They're fucking atrocious. So that's your DPF there, right? I know it's fucked inside. I've actually checked it out. I've got my borescope out. I managed to get down the lambda sensor. Now there's not a lot of room, but I can get to all the fixings. Right, hold on. Crawl in underneath. No, got the shit tray off, and there's actually quite a lot of room. I was like, yeah, sweet. A little bit of a wiggle. I'll get it through that gap. You know, and get to everything. But VAG, in their infinite wisdom, have not put any flanges on the exhaust all the way to the back. So to get that fucking little box out with all of that room, I mean, other than me having tiny little fucking peanut arms, I've got all the room in the world. I've got to take the subframe off to get it out. But that means taking the lower arms off, taking the steering rack off, taking the engine stabiliser mount off, taking probably a fucking shit ton of wiring loom, anti-roll bar. I've got to drop all of this to take that off. And believe it or not, other than these 2 30mm bolts at the top, it's only held on with a 10mm fucking band clamp. Fucking Volkswagens are absolute fucking useless. They could have quite easily done that properly, right? And then, you know, all it needed was a flange there. Flange, 2 bolts. Yes, tight, might have had to undo the drive shaft, move that forwards, but you know, you don't mind that. At the end of the day, that's a consumable. They don't last long, especially on a diesel. They fuck up every couple of years. It's a consumable. They deliberately do this shit, right? So you take it to a main dealer and you have to pay £150 an hour, and there's probably a day and a half's work on this. Well, I mean, it'd be quicker for them because they've got a ramp. It's fucking stupid. So I'm on the bench and just sort of cutting away, minding my own business, doing my shit. And I've just done something I haven't done in fucking years. Just set fire to myself. Normally you get like grinding holes that eventually just get bigger and destroy your shirts. No, full on fire. Safety third. So I'm teaching Michelle how to weld, and she was doing alright until I just put the camera on. Good. It's not a bad effort. It's not a bad effort at all. Right, so we're on Thursday. I know I said at the beginning of the week it was just going to be sort of, you know, the day, but it's just not ended up like that. Like I was saying, Monday, fucking shit didn't go to plan. Then Tuesday was pretty much running around trying to get my car out of the impound. Yesterday, just decided not to do fuck all, and we were just sat at home and actually had a day off, because we haven't had a proper day off. So I didn't even bother getting dressed yesterday. I really didn't. So yeah, good times. So yeah, we're now on Thursday and we're going to be on the absolute bag of shit spaghetti. So I got it in the unit this time, just because my arthritis is playing up today and I can't be dealing with running backwards and forwards. Also, with it being in the unit, we can't get it all the way in, so it gives me a good incentive to actually get it fucking done rather than just trying to get a taxi home. What we've had to do is I speak to the chap that owns this trailer. He's not coming in and out today, so we've managed to open the gates and I've got a bit more room. Just about to get it jacked up in the air, and then we'll get the DPF off. Now, I did the other day. I took the lambda sensor out. You can just about see. I'm not quite sure what that sensor is. I think it's a heater of some point. There's some baffles in the top of it. I couldn't quite see through the lambda, but I managed to get my bore scope in there, and then the ceramic is all broken up. I can see a massive chip at the top of it, so it's definitely got to come off. It's definitely got to be checked out. The biggest issue with him is the fucking DPF is like 1200 quid, which we don't have. So I'm going to technically break the law and just smash it out. There's a genuine possibility the car's going to go into limp mode, but it's going to be safer for the engine to do that than it will be to leave it and keep driving it as it is. And this is the only car that we've got at the minute, because the reason my car got put impounded is the reason it's off the road. It come off the road because the clutch master cylinder went and we just don't have the time to fix it. So that come off the road and that's just been sat there, and then it got took for no tax. But that's now back, so if I can't fix this, I'm going to fix that and then drive that. And I don't know, I really have no idea what we're doing. I'm just making up as we go along and just trying to do what I can fucking do. So I'm going to get this thing jacked up in the air and then get all the front suspension off so I can actually get to this fucking piece of shit. Right, got the car all jacked up, got myself set up, and yeah, I'm really not looking forward to this. So I figured I'd start out just by laying down on the job. Right, so yeah, because it's a bit of a pain in the arse, I've decided I might as well do this as a little bit of a step-by-step video as well. I'll label it as such, you know, for getting a DPF off of a fucking Skoda spaghetti, as well as like the weekly update. So you'll sort of follow on. So I've got my lights set up, so I've got plenty of light under it, but I'm hoping to drop the subframe and leave everything attached, because I mean they're the anti-roll bar bolts, they're obviously the lower arm bolts, that's a lower arm bolt, but that's a subframe bolt, that's a subframe bolt, and then there's one up there. Steering rack bolt there. So yeah, I'm hoping to drop it all down. It's an electronic steering rack, as you can see. There's the pump there. Biggest issue that I have is just up there. You can just about see on the side there that little cable there. That's the sensor to keep it all indexed, but I can't take that shroud off. So I'm just hoping that's going to be okay. Yeah, the idea, I'm not even going to take the wheels off. I'm just going to drop it, leave it on the ball joints. Hopefully that'll come down. I should have enough room to get it all out. So first job is take the column off. I'll show you that in a second. But then it's going to be engine stabilizer mount. There's the gearbox mount, the exhaust mount there. It's got the bolts on the back there, and then in theory that should drop straight off. I don't think there's much. Oh, I've got to take this oil sensor off. So yeah, that's about it. Hopefully that should drop down. I'll let you know if there's anything complicated. It's guaranteed to be something complicated. Nothing's ever as simple as it looks, is it? So that's the column. It looks like a pretty standard column. It's just got a 13mm lock nut that goes over the spline. I've spun it all the way around and I can't see an indexing key on the spline, so I've put the yellow paint pen on it. It's a bit messy, but I'll be able to see where it indexes. I've also sort of done it so the keys at the ignition, that's all locked off now. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to start, like I said, I'm going to start there, get that undone. Obviously we've got a drop column, so that should just slide up straight over. That looks like it holds on, these bolts here look like they hold on a shroud, although these have got paint pen on it which index it, so I'm a bit worried about that. But I'm worried about everything on this fucking thing, because we need to drive this home later. Yeah, so undo that, undo them, and then I'll start undoing shit underneath, and then hopefully nothing falls on my face. Everything's undone. It's about ready to drop. Obviously I'll put the jack underneath. When I've laid out the bolts, they're the two for the back in that order. That's the front one. Done the exact same that side. I've kept them as close to the wheel as I can so I don't knock them. So yeah, I'm pretty much ready to drop. So oh, hopefully nothing breaks. There's no wiring loom connectors or anything, so I'm hoping there's enough. That's the way where the wiring loom goes up, so I'm hoping there's enough flex on it. Well, I think that's about as down as it gets. Let's get that piece of shit out. So you know when everything is going very, very well, and then it's a great old saying, you know, if it's hard work, you know, it's going to go back together easy. If it goes back together easy, you're going to find a problem. Well, it comes apart easy and I found a problem. So I took this bracket off because that holds that sensor on, and then that's got to, with all that pipe work, it's got to go back down. There's a tiny bracket that's that goes across there to hold the pipes in. Yeah, I dropped it and it didn't hit the floor, and there's quite a big gap down there and it didn't hit the floor. It's a good job I was taking all the cam belt fucking covers off to check it, you know, while I've got all this apart with it. Laying down on the job again, and at the second problem. Fucking stupid clamps. So, oh, there we go. Oh, managed to get that one undone, and the clamp's a bit fucked, but that one won't come undone. And yeah, there's no, it won't sleeve at all, so that's fucked anyway. Oh, I'm just going to frame it whilst laying down on the floor. You can see that's fucked. So I'm just going to hack it off and then remake something to work. Yay. Wow. So I speak to a lot of people, and I'm very opinionated about things, and I speak to people quite a lot, and I'm honest and open with these people. The people I speak to, you'll know who I'm talking about. It's not for debate on my channel. It is what it is. I do believe in the universe. I believe that, I don't believe in higher beings. I don't believe in fucking your fate is made for you or whatever. But I do believe in listening to the universe and stuff like that. So this morning, some shit happened. I literally some shit's happened. And so we went to come out to the unit this morning, and then the battery was flat on this car. Michel's car, this car that I'm working on now. Also, bad things happening through his jet. So the battery was flat, and then I spent a minute and we got it running again. Now the battery's been a problem on this for a little while, so that wasn't a major concern. It was just, oh for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Yeah, just sort of. So yeah, got that sorted out. Then my dog decided to shit on the back seat of the car. Luckily it was on some clothes that we had on the back seat and some shit, so it wasn't an issue. But again, she's not been very well, as I've said in previous videos. She's pretty much on the last legs now. So although that was not nice, it was disgusting, and I should have seen the signs. I should have fucking seen the signs. I thought it was just signs that I just didn't want to do this fucking job. So the DPF is fucked. I've just took it off and it's on the floor, but I have just discovered this as well. That's very, 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 very bad. Oh yeah, by the way, I was telling you first, Michelle's just walked in, so I've now got the fun of telling Michelle. Well, welcome to Friday. It's been a proper fucked up week. Obviously yesterday Michelle's car was fucked. I discovered more issues than really wanted to fucking find out. I had to put my dog down last night, so yeah, that was good fun. But we have no car, literally. I have 5 cars. Me and Michelle have 5 cars between us, and not one of them work. So today's job is I'm going to try and get the van working, because that's the simplest one out of everything to work. But I'm not really in the right frame of mind to do anything, obviously. Oh, what a fucked up fucking week this has been. It's one of them weeks I could quite happily just have sat in bed and done nothing. Yeah, my van's not going to be fun to fix either. It's a simple problem, but it's a pain in the ass to fucking get to. I'm going to bring it round and I'll show you what's up with it. Alright, so got the van in, just about ish, sort of. Now the issue is, I really fucking hope, it's the stop solenoid for the diesel pump. The problem is, it's behind this fucking metal casing. I've already took the inlet manifold off and got all the EGR out of the way and fucking all this shit. So yeah, it's this massive security plate, so I've now got to crack off all of the injector pipes and then basically strip the back end of this pump off. Now, like I said, this is a security plate, so there's no actual bolts for this. Once I've got everything out of the way, I've got to cut this off. I believe this is the cable. That's the cable. Yeah, I believe that's the cable for the stop solenoid that goes round, and then it goes up underneath and all sorts of shit. So yeah, this is the fun that I'm dealing with right now. So it's been a bit of an ordeal. That's what I had to take off the back of the pump. Got it all back together. But now we have a working vehicle. We have to stall it to stop it, but you know, you can't beat diesel. Really can't beat fucking diesel. So the van's back on the road. I'm going to call this video done. You know, it's been one of them weeks where I can't be bothered to do fuck all, but I brought you along anyway. Michelle's driving, she loves the van. Tell the people how much you love the van.
Love the van.
Fucking thing. Yeah, so like I said at the top of the video, please like, share, subscribe, check out my friends in the description, and I'll see you for the next one.